Some moments in life start as a joke but end up changing everything. And sometimes, the people we overlook, the quiet ones, the ones just trying to survive another day, end up showing us courage, brilliance, and kindness we never expected. This story begins with a challenge meant to embarrass someone, but it turned into a lesson the whole room would never forget. Before we continue, make sure to subscribe, like, and comment on Kindness Diaries for more real and inspiring stories about the power of humanity. Your support helps us reach more hearts every day. Ethan wasn't a typical college student. He wasn't there to party, or impress anyone, or chase dreams he wasn't sure he believed in. He was there for one reason: his 8-year-old daughter, Emma. At 32, Ethan was older than almost everyone in his community college night classes. During the day, he worked as a maintenance janitor at the same school, fixing broken chairs, replacing light bulbs, and mopping floors students walked across without noticing the men behind the broom. Most people didn't know him. A few students smiled politely. Many ignored him completely, but Ethan wasn't bitter. He had learned long ago that kindness isn't about being seen, it's about being human. One Tuesday night, Ethan walked into his math class a few minutes early, still wearing his navy blue work uniform. His shift had run late, and his gloves were still tucked into his pocket. He took a seat in the back, hoping no one would pay attention to him. But tonight wasn't like other nights. The moment he sat, he realized the classroom was buzzing with laughter. The students were gathered around the whiteboard where the young math instructor, Lily, stood smiling. She was kind and soft-spoken but had a playful side that sometimes surprised them. A popular student named Ryan sat in the front row smirking. Beside him was his girlfriend, Mia, the kind of girl who always had perfect hair, perfect nails, and an audience. That's the equation. Ryan laughed. No one can solve that. Mia giggled and flicked her hair. I bet not even the janitor guy could do it. A few students laughed. Ethan looked down, pretending he didn't hear. Lily turned, slightly annoyed. Let's respect everyone here, please. But Mia wasn't done. She traced the equation on the board with her fingertip, a complicated expression filled with brackets and exponents. Fine, she said dramatically. Whoever solves this gets to marry me. The class roared with laughter. Even Lily was caught off guard. Mia, that's inappropriate. It's just a joke, Mia said. No one here can solve it, anyway. The students tossed around guesses and wrong answers, enjoying the joke far more than the math. But Ethan, he looked at the board quietly. Math had always been his hidden talent. In high school, he had dreamed of becoming an engineer. But life had taken a different turn when he became a single father at 24. He had chosen responsibility over ambition, love over everything else. Now he sat in the back of a classroom filled with strangers, staring at an equation he hadn't touched in years. And yet, it felt familiar. His mind began to work through it naturally, breaking it apart, simplifying, rearranging, solving. He raised his hand at first. No one noticed. Then Lily saw him. Yes, Ethan. The entire class turned. Ryan snickered. Mia whispered something and rolled her eyes. Ethan stood slowly, walked to the board, and took the marker Lily offered. His hands were steady. His voice was calm. First, he rewrote the equation to show the structure. Then he factored the expression, explained the exponent rules, and simplified the brackets step by step. The room fell silent. Even Mia's smirk faded. Lily watched him with wide eyes. That's correct, she whispered. Ethan stepped back. It's just algebra, he said quietly. But for Mia, it wasn't just algebra. Her face turned bright red. The entire class stared at her, not in admiration, but in disbelief. The men she had mocked, the men she assumed couldn't solve anything more complex than a clogged pipe, had just solved a problem her boyfriend couldn't even approach. Lily cleared her throat. Well, she said, trying to lighten the moment. Looks like someone owes Ethan a. Please don't, Ethan said gently. It was just a joke. And I don't need anything. His voice wasn't angry. It wasn't cold. It was kind. The room went quiet in the way only kindness can make it, guilty, humbled, thoughtful. After class, as Ethan packed his notebook, Mia approached him. Her voice was small, almost shaky. Hey. I'm sorry. Really. What I said was rude. Ethan smiled. It happens. But, just try to be kind. You never know what people carry. Mia nodded, biting her lip. Thank you. Anne, congratulations. You're really smart. He chuckled. I used to love math. Maybe someday I'll get to use it for something bigger. What he didn't know was that Lily had been standing nearby, listening. The next day, she found Ethan in the hallway during his shift. She wasn't smiling her usual soft smile. This time, she looked determined. Ethan, she said, I've been thinking about you solving that equation. He looked embarrassed. I hope it didn't cause trouble. No, she said. It made me realize something. You don't belong behind a mop. You belong in a classroom, or maybe even at a university. He blinked. I have a daughter. I can't take big risks. I have a job. Lily shook her head. You also have talent. And I can help you apply for the school's scholarship program. You qualify completely. Let me support you. Ethan hesitated. Why would you help me? Because, she said softly, you helped all of us last night. You reminded us not to judge people. That kindness matters. And I want to return that kindness. For weeks, Lily guided him through applications, essays, and requirements. She encouraged him, pushed him, believed in him. When Ethan finally received the scholarship acceptance letter, he didn't celebrate with loud cheers. He simply held the envelope to his chest, thinking of Emma, thinking of the better life he could give her. When he told Lily, she teared up. You deserve this, she said. He shook his head. No. We deserve this. Because kindness